This feels to me like a legacy download, because what they're basically doing is putting a bunch of characters in the games that were already in the previous Tenkaichi 3 games. Like, I think a lot of us expected that, okay, everybody from Tenkaichi 3 is coming right over to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but we're looking forward to the new Dragon Ball Super characters. But instead, man, they left a lot of people out, even though they gave us a higher character count and everything. And it's really weird for me as a fan and a content creator, because as a fan, I personally would have absolutely, I would have loved if for the games we would have gotten the characters. I think I would have loved had we gotten, like, if it would have taken to summer of 2026 as a fan, I would be like, okay, more content for the game, pack it in there, give us as much of a complete game as possible. But y'all know how they are with video games nowadays and everything. Y'all know how they want to basically be having it where you got to have a lot of DLC content. That's the way games are done. And I'm just getting back into gaming with Sparking Zero and everything. So had I been like a hardcore gamer that's playing all these games, I could imagine how much hundreds, if not thousands of dollars I'd probably be spending on DLC content to play multiple games. But yeah, in fact, if any of you are gamers in the chat or watching these in the comment section, let me know, for those of you, how much do you spend yearly on downloadable content for multiple games? So yeah, that I would have been okay with a perfect game, because I was like, don't rush it. The game was already 5 years in production when they finally announced it. But from a business side, I can understand they wanted to get the game out closer to like Dragon Ball Daima's review, to Dragon Ball Daima, because they wanted to have all that DLC come out and everything, and now they're adding all the legacy DLC content. And I gotta be honest, even for me, from a business side standpoint, because I'm trying to get monetized here on YouTube and stuff and everything, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is going to always have a special place in my heart, especially because it might be the game that takes me to finally getting monetized. So without Sparking Zero, man, the channel would not be where it is right now. It has created so much content that I've been able to repurpose into long form videos on a daily basis. I always upload 8 shorts a day, so much content, and I've been able to grow. I mean, my subscribers, like I said, I'm over 9,000 subscribers now, on the way to 10K, and on top of that, man, it's like, dang, yeah, I don't know where my channel would be, because I'm trying to work on all this content that's going to be evergreen content, and if I didn't have Sparking Zero to be able to put that content out quick, I don't know where my channel would be in 2025, the fall of 2025, when I started playing Sparking Zero. So in a way, I'm like, oh, I'm glad they released the game when they did, because I would have been in trouble and stuff like that, because my hours were going down. That's the way the YouTube system works. There's like 4,000 watch hours and stuff like that, and it goes down. It's like 4,000 watch hours that go down, and whatever you uploaded last year ages out, so you're constantly in a race running against it. And so Sparking Zero has allowed me to do that with these live streams, so I am grateful for this game and everything. So it's gonna be even more content that I'm looking forward to playing, so I'll definitely will be covering the new DLC. I'm very interested to see where the new mode is. I'm wanting to see who are going to be more characters going out, and once they're done with this, I'm that's always what I've wondered about Sparking Zero, is that I'm like, this game's gonna have a lot of content for years to come, because there's so many more minor characters you can add. Like, once again, Dragon Ball GT. I know a lot of people don't like the Power Brothers, but I always thought it would be hilarious to do the Power Brothers dance against some of the most serious and most powerful characters. Imagine making 18, Vegeta, Broly, Omega Shenron, just some of the most serious characters in the franchise's history do the dance and everything. Like, man, that would be absolutely hilarious. So I'm looking forward to seeing the Sparking Zero and seeing this new mode and everything, and just having a good time playing it, seeing how the tag team stuff is going to work. So overall, I'm looking forward to the new Sparking Zero DLC. They got more coming out on Battle Hour. I don't know if I'll cover that and everything, but if there's any big significant news that comes out about it, I might make a live stream out of that. So yeah. Alrighty, and then let's see, in the chat, Nyanyo says, I don't waste that much on downloadable content. It depends on the game. Well, smart move there. That definitely makes a lot of sense. If you're not that emotionally invested into a certain game to want to keep playing downloadable content, that is definitely a good move right there financially. And I can imagine it's probably the same way for a lot of people and everything. I'm gonna buy the DLC for the Dragon Ball game, Sparking Zero, and eventually Kakarot, and probably even Fighters. But that's because obviously it's gonna be a big part of my content. This is mostly a Dragon Ball focused channel, and so obviously it makes sense for me to focus on those Dragon Ball games. So moving on to my thoughts on here. So the new game is Age 1000, and let's see, I got it here in my notes right here. So apparently with that, it was, where was it? Let's see, I think I put in my